Hey guys, fuck shit and welcome back to Monster Party, shoot, 17? I already lost track of my numbers here. But in any case, yes, welcome back to Monster Party 17, and we're here just before Bjorn. If it's not obvious, we kicked out our marine slime for the moment, but I did do some level grinding, and here are some of our levels. Ignore monsters themselves. We have Blubba here, who is at level 16, got some very good stats at this point. We have Hoggerty, which, yeah, his stats are starting to thrive. He still has less attack than Blubba, but Blubba also has a more powerful sword, so it kind of makes sense. I'll probably be putting all the strength seeds on Hoggerty. Let's see, and for King CureSlime here, they also leveled up, got a lot of MP, so we're doing very well here. Now, we do gain some new skills. For instance, King Slime has Kazing at this point. They also had Frizzle for a little bit, but he really wasn't using it. But yeah, well, it'll be somewhat useful. It's good to have multiple options for revival. Then we have Hoggerty, who actually learns the Oomph buff. He had it before, but he also doesn't have a lot of MP for that, so it's really kind of choose your times to use it. I'll probably be using Pack Punches instead, because I can combine that with Focus Strength a little bit better. But again, he's pretty good for using minor buffs at least. I wish he had Sap though. I think he gets that much later, or he doesn't get it at all. I forget. And then we also have our King CureSlime, who now he also has Kazing, but Insulatile, Absorb Magic, Omni Heal, Drain Magic, it's the usual. But he has Kazing, double Kazing, and I figured that's enough. Off-screen, our Marine Slime, or Mana War, has Crackle now. So now they can actually cast spells and do a little bit more damage if they need to. So, but yeah, this is the party I chose because they're a little bit more well-equipped. Here's our equipment setup, or general setup here. You saw the equipment before. But they also have Packs and Punches, Yiggleaves, a Zenithian Sword, which I actually should put towards the front because we'll probably be using that frequently. And then we also have the Zenithian Shield, which also they'll be using somewhat frequently. It's to help them keep the defense up since they're going to be in front. Well, actually, I'm going to have Hoggerty in front. But, yeah, Blubba will have the Yigdu to help out, too. But, generally, a bunch of Packs and Punches. Then we have Hoggerty. Hoggerty's got their usual setup here, too. They have one of everything. The Packs and Punches just in case he runs out of MP or something, really, if he dies a lot. I'm not expecting it, though. And then we have our King CureSlime, who has the Falcon Knife Earrings. That's only if Bjorn ends up double Kasapping himself and he's got like 0 defense. That's the only time Kingu is going to actually be attacking. Otherwise, he's just going full support on this. He really doesn't need the Elfin Charm, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Meteorite Bracer he does need. Staff of Salvation for some single target healing. Elfin Elixir for MP, of course. Fairy Foil, honestly, that's if he has nothing better to do, he may as well do that for himself. And then Packs and Punches to help out a little bit if need be. But, yeah, that's our general setup here. I'll meet you at the start of the fight because, well, it's going to take a moment to get to there. So, I'll see you there. And it's boss time against Bjorn the Behemoth. Alright, first things first, I'm going to do what I meant to do and change the party around. But otherwise, go ahead and Kerplunk. He may heal them by accident, but I really don't think that's a huge deal. Anyway, you're going to focus strength. You are going to insulate. You are going to start the Packs a Punch up for... Actually, no, wait. You're not going to do that. Backtrack. Hold up. Focus strength. Nope. Kabuff. And you're going to insulate. There we go. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we ended up healing, unfortunately. But you know what? It's kind of a nice reset, anyway. Alright. Anyway, you're going to attack. You are going to... Let's see. You got a Kabuff out. Insulate's up, too. No. Not defend. You're now going to Zenithian Shield, and you are going to Paxa up Hoggerty. Nice. And now that's not so nice. Alright, he doesn't have any saps on him, so you need to Zenithian, and no one really needs healing right now, so I don't know. Buff yourself up. That's still not enough. Alright, we're good on that part, at least. Yeah, you go ahead and attack. You already have that up. Kabuff. And... I don't know, Fairy Foil. It doesn't really matter as much because it's just going to take away a lot. Alright. Yep, you're good. He's got lowered defenses now, so you go attack. You actually can Pax a Punch yourself. And you go ahead and heal yourself. Not the worst. Okay. Yeah, you can keep attacking. I'm gonna have... debating. I'm gonna have you attack, and you're gonna... No, wrong person to heal. Nah. Well, luckily that didn't matter much. Both of you are going to attack. You're going to Salvation Blubba. Hopefully Kingu's not going to get hit. With a physical attack, I mean. Alright, we're good. Because now we can go ahead and have you both attack, and you're going to actually Omni Heal. Oh, it's off of him. Also, yeah, that's why Hoggerty's in front, because he can get a lot of health back. You're going to Zenithian Shield back up. You are going to Staff of Salvation him. That's okay, he's not quite up there all the way yet. Good hit still. Why don't you throw a Kabuff up just to help out, and you don't have much else to do. Fairy Foil. Thank you, Insulate. We're only throwing one in there just so that if Hoggerty gets double attacked, he's not going to just go down. That's the main reason. He didn't buff himself up yet, I think, anymore. So you both can attack. Fairy Foil up or more. Okay. Yeah, you two can keep attacking, and you can heal. Alright, he hung in there. You both can keep attacking. Deflected! Alright. Both of you are going to attack. You're just going to buff yourself up a little bit more. If he gets one more defense down, yes! Now Kingu could. Well, Kingu's not going to join the attack. Oh, bounces off. Alright. You guys attack. You're going to Omni Heal. Because it's down right now. Okay. Both of you are going to attack. Because right now this is... Actually, everyone attack. Now you actually do decent damage. Ah! Hoggerty's not going to gain as much back. Alright, it was worth the fun. Go ahead and Zenithian back up, and you heal Hoggerty. Damn it, not fast enough. Alright. Attack, you're going to throw some Kabuffs up. I think everyone's fully healed, so yeah, you may as well. Fairy Foil. Can't wait till we get a Sage Stone, jeez. Let's see. Throw another Kabuff up just in case, and... Hoggerty's got the least HP and less defense. I'll heal him. Good. Nice. No, he's got double sap. Okay. Focus Strength. Zenithian... Not double sap, excuse me. Double, buff. Why don't you... 60 down, 20 down... Yeah, heal yourself. Alright, you can attack, and you need to heal. Okay. Oh, we're alright. This is not a bad time to have you Omni Heal. Oh! And that worked. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of annoying and really of a fight, because if he double attacked any of us, they probably would go down. But we also have Revival, thanks to both Blubba and Kingu, so it's almost doesn't matter. But, alright, that's it for Bjorn. Do we gain a level? If we don't, that's okay, but otherwise I'll see you at Queen Fairs. Alright, we're here at Queen Fairs, and yeah, it's got the same party again because, well, we need to bring monsters in this. But in any case, I did a little bit of gear upgrades, not a lot, just went to Mantle Place and picked up some things. Elfin Charm is now on Hoggerty, but as otherwise using the same thing. Also, that's some trash stuff there, I can get rid of that. What they equip is really, sorry, what they're carrying is not that big of a deal, but in any case, Blubba's got the sword and shield of Zenithia here, as usual. There's not really much different over on Kingu either. It's the really only big difference here is that now Happy Hats is over on Megoosa. So, other than that, there's not much difference here. Eventually, I'm going to get them something better than the Slime Curio. At the moment, it's just kind of what they got at the moment, so... Alright, but in any case, we're about to go ahead and do Queen Fairs, so I'll meet you at the start of the fight, just because in case I mess up the questioning here. See you there. And boss time for Queen Fairs. Alright, so first things first, Kaplunk. Next, you're going to... You don't use much MP. Oomph yourself. You're going to throw a Kabuff, you're going to throw an Insulate. I think they have a Fire Breath, so why not? Okay, that's fine. Now you're going to focus Strength, you are going to throw another Kabuff, and why don't you go ahead and heal. This fight's not going to be very interesting once we get our buffs up. Alright, you attack, why don't you Paxa yourself, and you can... Actually, why don't you just attack and you can do the Paxa? Good damage. Alright, you can focus, attack, and this is basically with the rest of the fight. I think Blubba can technically Frizzle, but Frizzle's less than 100, so yeah. So, just attack, and... Nah, you're good. You could actually join in. It's a little extra. I think Focus Strength does better damage overall, if you have Oomph involved, at least. If you don't have Oomph involved, I think I've proven in the past that it's not as helpful. Also, you can just attack. But yeah, this is the rest of the fight. In fact, I probably could actually get away with, I'm just gonna attack, because I don't remember. I could probably get away with just waiting to Omni Heal, because this is so unimportant, really. And I'm not going to wait to Omni Heal, though, so... Yeah, I'm gonna heal. Crackle is probably the only dangerous thing that they have right now. Here. We'll Omni Heal, why not? Kingu has enough MP for it. Once they start getting their MP bonuses, they're actually a much more useful healer. I'm just gonna attack because I can't remember if he powered up or not. Yeah, he didn't. Okay. Alright, focus up, attack, and attack. Yeah, you're fine. Everyone can just keep attacking at this point. But yeah, Queen Fairs, nah, they don't matter as much. Okay, let's see. I don't remember, just attack anyway. Worst case scenario, you're not doing as much damage as you could. Yeah, that's fine. And why don't we just do some spot healing at this point, because it basically doesn't matter. But yeah, if Queen Fairs... Yeah, there you go. If Queen Fairs actually attacked twice, they'd be much more of a threat. I would love it if someone modded this game to do stuff like that, to give like quality of life improvements to make things a little bit more dangerous. Like twice a turn Corral and twice a turn Fairs would be freaking scary. But in any case, we leveled up. But in any case, I guess I'll meet you at King Corral in just a bit. Good for you, Hoggerty. Oh, I learned Kasap. Not bad. I'll meet you at Corral. Alright guys, we're here at Corral and we can do this. It's not too bad, honestly. Our party is pretty sturdy with everything we have, so I'm not really too worried here. In any case, why don't we just go over what we're dealing with here. So Hoggarty, as usual, is going to lead. Now, as usual, is going to lead the party, even if he doesn't have enough HP as like the others. He still has good survivability thanks to the Miracle Sword and Sacred Armor, and we don't really have to worry about damage much thanks to Corral not really being that big of a damage dealer other than the Ice Breath, and we have Insulate. So, in any case, he's just got an Elfin Elixir and a Gigleaf in case he needs to do something other than attack. We have Blubba here, who's got our usual equipment, and a Zenithian Shield that we're probably not going to use. Mostly it's just Gigleaf and a bunch of packs of punches, just in case we want to save MP for Hoggarty, because Hoggarty should just be attacking or charging an attack at all times. Elfin Elixir and Elfin, and the Gigdu, excuse me. Kingu's got their same equipment on. Falcon Knife Earrings, just they're not going to be used, but we have them on that. Staff of Salvation, a couple of Elfin Elixirs, and a Gigleaf. We're probably not even going to use one Elfin Elixir, by the way, but it's there just in case. And as for Megoosa, we did pick up a Cobra Claw, so I figured, okay, you may as well attack. They don't really got anything better to use right now than the Slime Curio, but that'll change after this fight, so... but otherwise, Happy Hat, Zenithian, Sword, they're basically going to be messing with King Corral to try to make them use the bounce more often, and that way less attacking. Also packs of punches to help out as well, and a Dragon Staff for when we need a little bit more offense, because even though Corral's susceptible to ice, it's not a lot of damage compared to the Dragon Staff's puff, or the puff damage, the fire damage. So we may as well do that. At least until Megoosa learns something better, if they ever learn something better, who knows. But with that all said, why don't we go ahead and get this started. Yep, we are such meddlesome legendary heroes. Except for monsters. Ah! Sorry, I forgot about that noise. Well, for King Corral time. Alright, so first things first, we're going to have you focus strength. You are going to throw... Don't worry about Kabuff. I think Kingu is going to do the Insulate, so instead, why don't you be the Pax of Puncher. Insulatl, and you are going to, let's see. Well, you know what, I'll demo Crackle real quick. Some damage. Okay, hopefully Hoggarty will get their attack before they numb us up. Anyway, why don't you, at this point, you could Frizzle, but he might bounce, and that's the bad thing, so Blubba's just going to attack instead. And why don't you go ahead and, you know, you can throw an Omni Heal, why not? There's no reason not to. And why don't you, at this point, Dragon Staff. Oh, he defended. That's a shame, that wasted Hoggarty's attack. Alright, well, don't worry about powering up. It's only if he's not going to be oomps at the time. So, you two attack, and at this point, yeah, you don't even need to do anything, really. Drain magic for shits and giggles, just to see if it works. Oh, it does! That's neat. Yeah, you got the better damage. Yeah, as you can see, this is not the best damage, that's why Megoosa is the better option for this part. Why don't you heal up them? Not really worried there. Okay, yeah, you can keep attacking, because there's nothing really else going on. But yeah, the fire damage is a very good steady damage against someone with high defense that you can't sap. You did learn Kasap, but they unfortunately are immune, so... Go ahead and heal them. Frizzle would technically be better, by the way. Alright. Now you focus strength. I'm going to actually have you insulate instead. You are going to do the healing, and you are going to Paxa up Hoggarty. Glad Blubba was faster. Alright, you go ahead and attack. Heals. Yeah. Good job, Megoosa. That barely mattered. Yeah, you can just keep attacking. You can go ahead and do a nice bit of healing. Well, at least Megoosa got their turn in first. Focus, insulate, heal, Paxa. I don't really mind using up the Paxas. Ah, I should have had Kingu do it instead. That's a shame. Go ahead and Omni heal at this point. You know you want to. You know, it's funny, they haven't even bounced yet. That's a shame. You don't need to heal. Drain magic because it's funny. Just like no reason not to. Well, we're all at pretty good health, so you can do the focus strength, you can do the Paxa. You're better off the insulating, and you're better off dragon staffing. Oh, now they're bouncing. Unfortunately, we're dragon staffed up, so there's not much else we can do there. That's okay. So you can't drain magic at the moment. Why don't you... You don't need to heal. Attack. Why not? You're going to do nothing. Hogurdy still does pretty good damage against that defend, though. Good job. Yeah, you may as well attack. Alright. And we go ahead and heal whoever's the last, which is Megoosa. But yeah, this is going to take a little bit because of its high defense, that's all. Heal yourself. I'm honestly just trying to make sure I don't waste MP as well, so... Also, I don't want to just Omni heal through the whole fight. It feels a little boring. Well, it has the least HP. Ow. Ow. See, now is the time to Omni heal because that can hurt. Yeah, you guys keep attacking. Oh, nice. Megoosa has decent damage against Hogurdy, like Hogurdy, when they do in dragon form. Yeah, Megoosa. But yeah, we're not going to die. Basically, this is just a battle of attrition. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, the only one with resistance to Kaboom seems to be Blubba. Or at least decent resistances. Why don't you heal yourself? I think it's 105 damage that the crit does, so we're okay. You just forgot about doing anything else, jeez. He just wants to keep attacking. Come on. Boom, boom. Boom. Oh, now you're disruptive waving. Well, this won't be an issue. You're going to attack. You are going to... You'll be the Paxa Puncher. Actually, you know what? Bounces down. Why don't you Frizzle? You are going to Insulate. And you're going to Paxa. Yeah, Frizzle does pretty decent damage. I might want to give some speed seeds to Blubba, though, so he doesn't get bounced like that, though, in fights where that's necessary, anyway. Why don't you go ahead and heal, and you say no to bounce. You know what? I'm going to have you Frizzle, because I'm counting on them not using bounce again. You can just attack, and you can do this. mean, Frizzle's not that much better damage, but it's some. Okay, heal yourself. I'm not worried about Megoosa. Honestly, with the Dragon Staff, Megoosa does decent damage. It's pretty good. And now I'm glad I didn't bounce, but, I mean, didn't Frizzle. Come on. Right now, it's just the fact that King Corral's stalling. You can attack. Not that you're doing much. Come on. Well, not that. I actually am going to Frizzle, even though it bounces up. You're going to Insolotl. You're going to Zipkin. Because I know Megoosa's fast. Glad I put Insulate up. Haha! There we go. And we ended it with the Frizzle. I like that. Let's get some levels. But, alright, that's it for Corral here. Next up, Disruptive Wave. Oh! Now Blubba can Disruptive Wave as well. That's handy. We probably won't need the Zenithian Sword as often, but hey, it doesn't hurt to have more. And, wow, Kingu just gets MP like mad. Megoosa? Megoosa? Yes. I was worried it was going to be other hero monsters or something. I thought I killed him off, though, so. But yeah, I don't know when... I think Megoosa doesn't get, like, Crackle until late, and then even Freezing Breath is not till level 80, so it's like, yeah, we're not going to be getting that. Not unless I want to do some cheats, which I really don't want to do. So I'm trying to do more natural if I can. But in any case, that's it for Corral. Next up, we will be meeting Lodja and Nimzo. It might be just Lodja, depending how the fight goes. We'll see. In any case, I'll see you next time.